Hello, let me show you Bend in various programs. So first off, Blender, or should we call it Bender for today? Similar. So Blender's a bit odd with its bend tool. So Blender only works in one axis, which is the x-axis. So even though what I really want is for this tube to be standing up and I'll bend it over, I can't because it only works in this axis along here. The other thing you need to do is, so you've got your object selected, which is a tube. If you're wondering how to get any primitives into Blender, by the way, it's under Add at the top, and you can go Mesh, and then blah 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 blah, and then blah blah blah. Anyway, that's boring. So yeah, so it has to go along this axis. The thing you need to do before that, though, is you need to go to Object, Apply, and then Rotation and Scale, and apply Rotation and Scale. Then it's happier. Then over here we're going to go to the Modify tab, and we're going to add a modifier, and the one we're going to add is Simple Deform. Boom. And it's immediately screwed up. So let's not do that, because it's on Twist. Let's put it onto Bend, and you'll see that you can bend it. And there you go. So yeah, we can bend it all the way around, and it's sort of good and groovy. One of the advantages of it is a modifier. So these are not stored polygons. I can switch them on and off, yeah, turn them on and off, or if I zoom out a little bit, I can go into, object mode. I can go into edit mode. If we go to edit mode, you'll see where the original polygons are, then the modifier is bending them round, and I can animate that bend and key it and all the rest of it. So back into that. Okay, so that's that way of doing it. Right, so that's Blender. Let's go to Zbrush. So this is Zbrush, and we've got a tube come cylinder thing laying down again. So we'll do a similar thing to how Blender looks. Just easier, I think, because it just, well, whatever. And under deformation, you have got bend and S-bend. Bend doesn't seem to want to be very good at doing anything. It just crunches the bottom up. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it's not very good. Control Z. S-bend seems to be a bit better, and it does bend it, but it also, if we look over the top, it says it distorts it. So yeah, if you do a little bit of a bend, it's okay. On S-bend seems to be okay-ish, sort of there-ish. It seems to be okay up to about there. If we look around that, it doesn't look too it is going though, isn't it? Yeah, it is sort of distorting, so that's that, and that will do for ZBrush. Let's go to what we've done then. We've done that. We haven't done Lightwave. Oh, let's undo that. Or undo that. There we go. So yeah, so in Lightwave, this is in Modeler. Because you've got two applications, you've got Modeler and you've got Layout. We're doing it in Modeler. We're going to model the bend. So again, this one we can stand upright. It doesn't have to be lying down. So that's a plus point. And over in the Modify tab, we have got Bend, and we do this from the top view. So this is the axis we're going to bend in, and then we can knock that over and sort of do that, which is sort of what we want to do. And we can rotate it around and do all those sort of things. We want it about sort of there-ish. You sort of need 4 viewports to get it sorted out, and that's more or less what I want to do. And then hit spacebar to drop the tool. This is modelled though, so this is it. So yeah, so you can't animate this. This is modelling the bend. And let's go over while we're here. So that's Lightwave Modeler. Go over to Modo and do that. So we've got another cylinder in Modo, quad view, blah 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 blah. Now you need to be in polygon mode. If you do it in item mode, it doesn't work. So just to let you know, you can't bend an item. It has to be polygons. And it works very similar to if I do it in item mode, and if I go and hit bend and I put my bend thing here and then I do my rotate, it doesn't do a lot. Yeah, it's not doing it. As a matter of fact, let's undo that. Let's drop that tool. Let's select the mesh and make sure we've got the mesh selected in item mode, and we'll put the bend on. and we'll click it down here, blah blah blah, and then we'll bend it, and it sort of, I don't know, it sort of raises it and lowers it. Okay, so that's not the way to do bend in Modo, so we'll undo that. And we'll go into polygon mode. Now you don't have to select any polygons. Okay, you could select, I could go around and select all of them like that, and then do this bend, and do that in here again. Okay, and that will bend it over as you want it to do. So that does it that way, but we'll undo that, and we'll deselect all the polygons. As long as we're in polygon mode, and we've not got anything selected, it's very much like Lightwave, everything's selected in polygon mode. So you can do your bend like so. And we can see that being bent over, just so you know. Okay, and again, this is modelling this bend. So here's me struggling rotating it around. There we go. So that actually models that bend over. And that is that. So you can't key this. This is modelled. So this is very much like Lightwave, okay, or very much like Zbrush, to be honest, because Zbrush really hasn't got that much in the way of animation, but we'll see. Last of all, we'll look at Studio Max. So here we are, and we've got some viewport drawing problems. So there we go. We've got another cylinder in Studio Max. It's a primitive, and we'll go and add a bend modifier to it. So this is similar to Blender. I've had a blend modifier. Hello. Get it right, Stephen. Idiot. A bend modifier. There we go. And then we just say, what angle do I want it to be? And off it goes, and it bends it over. We'll just say 90. Okay. And like Blender, we can put up into Control Plot. We can animate this doing this. Yeah. So Control Z. We'll see animate key, and we'll go to 30. Put it down to 0, and then we get an animated bend. And interestingly enough, we've still got control over the actual primitive as well, so we can change the radius. Yeah, and then do that, and then yeah, or change the amount of segments. Hey ho. Yeah, so there you go. So that's Blender, ZBrush, Light Snack, and Studio Max. I would have done XSI. I've got XSI Foundation on this computer, but it keeps crashing because it does not like Vista. Who does? But there you go, it keeps crashing. I haven't got Maya, so that concludes this completely waste of time. So enjoy the idea of wasting 8 minutes of your life watching how to bend a tube. And with that, go and have a coffee. See you later. Bye.